Let me back this up a little bit. Panthersnation, what it do? Yeah, so I first of all, Merry Christmas Eve to all y'all great and tremendous Panthers fans. Seems like the last 2 weeks. Number one, I had a video after last week's win, but that thing got too long, and I cannot transport it to cut it up the way I need to cut it up. So that one won't be released. So I'll talk about a little bit about that now, in addition to the game that just happened. I'll make this quick because me and my fam here, we got to get into our Christmas festivities and stuff. You know what I mean? I'm gonna make this real quick as possible. It's very odd to me. Last week, after beating the Falcons, it was released that David Tepper's interested in Ben Johnson. I need to clarify y'all, let y'all know something, and I need to let y'all know that don't nothing get released unless they wanted to get released. And what perfect time to release that information than after a win? You know what I'm saying? And so that is kind of his attempt to kind of depressurize us so that we can take our foot off his neck. No, we still gonna apply that pressure. One thing is evident to me, and I need Shad from PNP, a channel which I'm also a moderator. I need Shad to understand something. You know, I know offensive play callers are the trend, or offensive minds are the trend. I get it. But in terms of who we got in the building, it's not healthy for us to have an offensive mind, because he feel like he need to put his hand on stuff. You know what I'm saying? A defensive mind is going to tell him to back off. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Also, you know, in your last video, you referred to blankety blank as a leader of men. No, we've heard new information come out recently from Cam that he definitely was not that. You know, a leader of men, you don't have to coach to coach. So that needs to be said. But let's talk about today, because like I said, we'll make this video real quick. Real quick. I don't have my monitor on right now, so I'm hoping this angle is good. I'm laying down on my couch, you know, with the Christmas tree in the background. Hope y'all give you little Christmas tree vibes, you know. 'Tis the season. We was out and about, so I was pretty much listening to Shad kind of commentate the game, pretty much. And from what I heard, I was excited, man. From what I heard from this game and from what I saw last game, I think we got something we can work with, man. I think we got something we can work with. And shout out to the wife of Thomas Brown. You know, she got angry and upset a couple of weeks back about people saying that, you know, he need to be fired. And she was like, yo, we already fired. We're just waiting for the rest of the season so we can pack up and go. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of get tired of people bringing heat to your dude and stuff. I get it. But I'm also going to get Thomas's back, because you got to look at what this dude has had to deal with. He was brought in as an offensive coordinator and not given the keys to cook, right? So this guy brings you in and says you're all coordinator, but says, wait a minute, I'm going to call all the plays. Okay? You just sit tight and learn from me. And we go, so what happens is, off season, we're installing Frank Reich packages. Off season, preseason, all Frank Reich packages. We get to week, 6? And for some crazy reason, it's always a game dealing with the Dolphins that make us change something, right? It was the Dolphins game when Joe Brady was fired year before last. And I can't remember if we paid the Dolphins last year. I don't know. I can't remember right now. But this year, it was the game in which we lost to make Frank Reich give over the play calling keys to Thomas Brown. And so I'm going to tell you what that does. That means Frank Reich gives over his playbook. It's not necessarily meaning we running Thomas Brown plays. Because again, and even if we do, in a week's practice or so, he doesn't have that much time to install his packaging. And then what happens in the next 3 weeks? Frank takes the keys right back. And some people say that was to save Thomas. Some people say, but regardless, you hampered that dude from the jump. You hampered him when you brought him here and said you call plays. You don't need to hire an offensive coordinator who you don't think is ready. I've said this on plenty of videos. Anyway, this ain't a repeat video for me to say what I've already said. But yeah, I feel like we definitely could give Thomas Brown some grace. I don't know what's going to happen as far as when we do get a new head coach or whatnot, but I feel like that man, first of all, we're not really in the position, if we want to have any success, we're not really in any position to talk about what the new head coach, and again, forgive the lighting right now. It's not, it's kind of dim. You know what I'm saying? We're about to crank it up in here, get our Christmas thing going. Anyway, it's not a situation in which the head coach comes in here and he has a whole lot of rights to bring in his full staff. I don't really think personally, because of the situation, that you're going to find a full staff that wants to come here. So that head coach may want to consider trying to cook with what we currently have, as far as Thomas Brown being the OC, as far as Evero being the head coach. In fact, I will say that the best thing for the Carolina Panthers right now, the best thing for the Carolina Panthers to do right now, right this minute, you know what I'm saying, so that you can keep cooking the way you cooking and keep building on what you got, instead of just keeping it's just steady every year, tearing everything down. I'd recommend that I recommend this. The Monday after the last game, when everybody is packing up their stuff, David Tepper needs to hire Evero as the head coach. Needs to hire Evero as the head coach. Let him bump up one of his assistants to DC. Keep Thomas Brown as the OC. And let's keep cooking. Let's keep cooking. The GM situation, I don't know about, right? I really don't know about. The GM situation is all about hits. How many hits Scott Fitterer has truly had since he's been here, because the first 1.5 seasons were under a demigod coach that had control of the personnel. And I don't think that it was until year 2021, year 2022, where Frank Reich pulled the coattails of David Tepper and said, "Yo, I'm not gonna go out like this. Let me get some duties." You know what I mean? So we kind of got to go through, and I think Sean already did that video. I'm not about to do a video that somebody else does. So I think he already did that video though. Looking at Scott Fitterer's hits and misses, I got to go back through it and watch it. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. But yeah, you really got to give an account for his hits and misses as far as GM to say whether he's going to be here or not. But yeah, as far as today's win, the guys were competitive, man. And that's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. We always talked about those games, having those games that we were supposed to win and we never do win and all this other stuff. When you got a game like this, when you got a Jordan Love replacing a Aaron Rodgers, and dude is like that, right? Dude is really like that. Jordan Love is him. I see why they were fine and letting Aaron Rodgers go. I see why. That dude can cook. That dude, he's him, definitely. So it was really a game where they were supposed to come in and just walk away with it, without even so much as a fight. That was not the case. Our defense, they kind of downtrodden it a little bit, but our offense stepped up. We didn't, you didn't see that coming. You did not see that coming. And I guess you did if you watched last week's game, because there were some good things from last week's game as well. We didn't even score a touchdown, but we scored today, and I mean in grandiose fashion. We scored. We had some scores today. So I will say, even though it's a loss, it is a win, because we saw that this offense can really be, it ain't nothing to blink your eye at. And if we take that same team, I think, tomorrow's the last game? Excuse me, next week's the last game? If we take this same team with this same passion and the same fervor and this same growth and competitive mentality, we might pull an upset against, Tampa Bay. You know what I'm saying? We did it one time. I believe we can do it again. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that's going to be my time, folks. I'm going to review this video. Hopefully everything is good with it. I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Because I could have done a video, you know what I'm saying, with the back camera. I'm too much of a journalism mass comm guy to do that full tilt. You know what I'm saying? That's why I use the rear camera. I didn't want to use the selfie cam. But anyway, we're going to check this video and we're going to see how is it. If not, I might just chop it up, you know what I'm saying, with some Panther stuff and put the audio over it, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, man, y'all have a great and Merry Christmas. Enjoy your family. We're still on our way to our first 200 subscribers. For our first 20 subscribers, I told you what we're doing is we're doing some free merch for every 20th subscriber. And that particular, so we're going to have a drawing. Every 20 subscribers we're going to have a drawing. We're going to pick a name. That person's going to receive free merch and a chance to reveal to everybody or say what they think the new channel name is going to be. If you guess it, you will be a moderator in exchange for your silence. And not snitching and telling everybody else until we have our first 200 subscribers. And when we really get rolling and everything like that, again, my moderators are going to be hitters. You know what I mean? They're really going to be hitters. Um, Over the next year, I plan to get my PSL and everything like that. I'll be picking certain moderators, you know what I'm saying, come to the game with me, things that they chill with me. So that's supposed to happen over the next year. But yeah, man. Should I even be saying that though? Because I'm really thinking about boycotting, you know what I'm saying, until we see some actual organizational changes. I don't know. But that's really what my plan, my pseudo plan is. In a more perfect world, you know what I'm saying, I want to go ahead and do my PSL thing, and invite a moderator each week to come kick it with me at the game, things of that nature. So yeah, but anyway, like I said, man, y'all have a great and Merry Christmas, blessed Merry Christmas. I don't know about you, but for me, Jesus is the reason for the season. He came that we may have a right to the tree of life. He said, "No man giveth my life, taketh my life, but I freely give it." So that is the reason why we celebrate this day. So on that note, I'm going to tell y'all to, of course, keep pounding. Peace and God bless.